Hey everybody, today I'll be looking at the best and worst cosmetic for each survivor in Dead by Daylight. I won't be counting legendary cosmetics for this list. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion, and these kind of lists are very subjective, so let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get into it. First off is Dwight Fairfield. I think his best cosmetic is the Sunburnt Snooze outfit, followed by the Mr. Elf of course. Sunburnt Snooze is really detailed and has a ton of features on it. I like how Dwight is actually sunburnt in it. I think his worst one is the Dappled Ensemble. This one just kind of looks really awkward. The shorts look way too small for Dwight. I think Claudette wears this way better, and the shirt is just a bit basic and underwhelming. Meg's best is Jewel of a Party. This is another incredibly detailed one. It looks awesome and it really suits Meg. You can tell the devs put a lot of effort and care into this one. I see it being used quite a lot and it's obvious why. It looks really awesome. Her worst is the Sporty Beauty Queen. This one looks like someone wrapped Meg in a bunch of bandages. I don't really know what they were going for this one. It's very plain, it's not too great, I mean it's not horrible, but this really could have been done better. Claudette Morel's best is a freestyle Claudette. This one was designed by someone in the community, I don't know the name, but it should be right here. And it's obvious why it was picked for the game. It looks really cool and it suits Claudette very well, extremely well designed. Claudette's worst has got to be the Coffee Bean. This outfit makes Claudette unintentionally aged like 30 years, and it just looks very stale and unappealing. I was like, why is this in the game? Jake Park's best, I believe, is the Outdoorsman. I just really like Jake's cosmetics in general. This one in particular is really cool. It's been nicknamed Cowboy Jake by the community, and I just really like the whole vibe of the skin in general. His worst, I think, is the Vigo's Marauder. I'm not really feeling this one. You can't even tell it's Jake through all the masks and glasses, and the outfit just looks really janky and unappealing to me. I understand a lot of people like this one, but I don't get it. I don't like it. Nea's cosmetics. Although I'm not a big fan of them, I think Reckless Border is probably the best. I do like the design on this one. It reminds me of like a snowboarding outfit. It's the most normal looking Nea cosmetic, unlike the other ones where she's like a glowing highlighter. Her worst is the Northern Lights. This one is just lazy and unnecessarily bright. I mean, I'm all for fun cosmetics, but why? Bill Overbeck doesn't have a large selection, but I think his best is the Tome cosmetic from a while back. I really like the hat and it almost looks like an alternative prestige outfit, which is really cool. His worst has got to be the ugly sweater. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a very ugly sweater that doesn't go with any of his other cosmetics. I'm pretty sure this one's just intentionally bad. Laurie's best is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Laurie's best is a really cool choice from the Halloween movie, and it's just a really nice outfit. Her worst, I think, is the Bloody Prestige. Her eyes have a weird red mark over them, and the outfit just looks really hard to look at with the colour scheme. I'm not a fan of this one. Ace has a lot of good ones, but I think his best is the Retro Party. The outfit and especially the hairstyle is awesome. It does indeed feel like a retro party. His worst is the Pink Rascal. This one is a huge meme, and dear God does it look awful. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm not a huge fan of Fang's outfits either, but I think her best is the Goddess of War. It looks really cool and does suit Fang. It kind of gives me a Star Wars vibe for some reason. Her worst is the Soul Gamer. This one just, I think, doesn't suit Fang at all. I don't like the color scheme and it just isn't great overall. David King's best, I believe, is a Mechanic. This one is like Ace and has a retro feel to it, and it looks really cool. The outfit has a lot of details and it's just very solid and well colored. His worst, I think, is the Bully outfit. This one is just awful. The hair is terrible. It doesn't suit David at all. And the outfit choice isn't very redeeming either. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. Quentin Smith doesn't have many cosmetics, unfortunately, but I think his best is the Bloody Prestige cosmetics. These have a lot of detail on them, and it does suit well going with the jacket. It's just incredibly detailed and one of the best prestige cosmetics in the game, in my opinion. His worst, it's probably the default if I had to choose, but it's not bad at all. I really like it. It's just Quentin has like 3 cosmetics. We need more for Quentin. Detective Tapp's best, I think, is Crisis Ready. This one is very unique, and I didn't really like it first off, but it's really grown on me. It's not for everybody, but I now love it. The sweater and the pants are cool, the color and the glasses are awesome, and it's just a little bit of a meme. His worst, I think, is just a casual detective outfit. There's nothing entirely wrong about this one. It's just very basic, and as the description implies, it's just one of sober outfits in Tapp's wardrobe. Kate Denson has a lot of cool ones. I think her best is the little bit country outfit. This one really suits her character and has a lot of detail to it. I like the microphone, it really looks like she's a stage performer in this one. Her worst, I believe, is the Midnight Rider. I'm not sure why they gave this outfit to Kate. She's a country singer. This outfit really doesn't suit her, and it doesn't look great either. Adam Francis also has a lot of cool cosmetics. I think the Herald of the Gods is the best. The color scheme on this one is awesome and it's very unique compared to other Adam cosmetics, or just any cosmetic in the game really. The jeans are also a cool choice. I really love the Greek inspired look of it. Although the hair is a bit dodgy when looked at closely, it's still cool, it just needs a bit of reanimating. Adam's worst is the back to school outfit. It makes him unintentionally age about a decade like some of Claudette's outfits, but it's not good. I mean, it's meant to be a teacher's outfit, but come on, they could have done something more with this. Jeff Johansen's best is the Titan of Fire. It has a really cool backstory behind it in the description, and the outfit just looks awesome in general. It suits Jeff's whole metal concert vibe. His worst, I think, is the Unhinged Rider. This one just doesn't suit Jeff, or Dead by Daylight at all. It's not horrible, but I think it shouldn't be in this game. Go to God of War or something. Jane's best, I think, is Magazine Ready. It's a really nice outfit that does suit Jane and her character. It's very media based, and it's really suiting because Jane does a lot of interviews and such, of course. Her worst, I think, is the Springtime Special. I'm just not a fan of this one. I don't think it suits Jane at all, and like some of the other cosmetics on this list, it makes her age many years. It's too over the top for my liking, but I'm aware others quite like this one, I just don't see it. Ash has some very cool ones. His best is the Water Trash. This one is just a classic from the Ash vs Evil Dead series. The shirt is really cool and the shorts suit the occasion. It also has Ashy Slashy, which is just incredible. His worst is probably Working for the Weekend. There's nothing entirely bad about this one, it's just the most mundane out of all Ash outfits. I like it, in fact, I love all of Ash's cosmetics. Nancy Wheeler's best, I think, is the Justice Seeker. This one just feels very iconic for Nancy. It looks very faithful to the show and there's a lot of detail to it. The worst is probably this one. This one isn't terrible, I just think Nancy has much better outfits than this. I've also never been a fan of this hair. The reason I'm calling it this one is because it's not in game, I can't see the name of it and I'm going to have to look it up later. Steve Harrington has some great outfits, I really like all of them. The best has to be Scoops Ahoy. This one is just absolutely iconic in modern sci-fi and horror. There's a lot of subtle details in the outfit too, it looks awesome and I wish I got it before the Stranger Things DLC left. Yui Kimura's best would be the Highway Queen. You can tell a lot of effort was put into this one, it has so much detail and it really well represents Yui's whole character as a motorcycle rider. The worst is Miss Speedway. I don't like this one, for some reason it reminds me of Dr. Octavius from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know why, I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like this. But in general, I'm just not really feeling this one. I hate the color scheme, I don't like the hair, it's awful. Alright, before I continue this video, I just want to put a little disclaimer. Dead by Daylight's animation team is amazing, and they make stuff way better than I ever could. And although I'm criticizing it, they all look incredible. Like, the detail and the amount of effort they put into this game is incredible. Much respect to the dev team, and let's get back to it. Zarina's best is a spring film set. It really represents her character well, and it also looks really nice in game. I do like how all these outfits have a bit of lore behind them in the description. The worst is probably the awkward presenter. I have a feeling this one's just not meant to be great, given the name obviously, but it just feels very bland and basic. Not horrible though, I quite like all of Zarina's cosmetics. Cheryl Mason's best I think is Alessa Gillespie. I think it's awesome how they managed to incorporate her into the game, as she has so much significance to the whole Silent Hill storyline. It also looks pretty cool. Although it doesn't change Cheryl's face, it's not meant to, it's a reincarnation. Her worst I think is Moving On. I feel like this one just doesn't suit Cheryl at all. It looks incredibly awkward to me, it looks like she's wearing a wig for some reason, I'm just not a fan, it's just, no. Felix's best I think is a Yacht Couture. This one looks really cool and I definitely see myself wearing this in game. It has a lot of detail to it and it looks very nice, and a bit of lore behind it too, which is always nice. The worst I think is Armin's uniform. This one is meant to be a character adaptation from Attack on Titan, and after looking at this particular character, I don't think it's great. The whole outfit looks incredibly awkward on Felix and makes him look like an off-brand James Sunderland. I'm not feeling it. Elodie's best is the Soul Queen. It's really cool and mysterious. I like the hat and the outfit has nice colours. It's overall very solid and one of Elodie's best. Well, the best, otherwise it wouldn't be here. The worst is the Bearer of Gifts. I don't like this one. It looks very tacky and badly designed. The colour scheme, the outfit choice, this one is well and truly awful. It doesn't suit Elodie either. I'm not even sure how this made it past the design team because it needs a redesign. This is just, oh my god, my eyes burn. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting a bit, but I don't like it. Yun-Jin's best is the photo shoot pajamas. This one has a really nice color scheme to it, it looks cool, has a backstory like a lot of other recent character cosmetics. Her worst is a midnight fashionist. Future me who's editing this video, please pronounce this. Fashionista. Thank you. What were they thinking with this one? She looks like a highlighter. It also reminds me of that girl from Lazy Town. Please tell me I'm not the only one that sees this. Jill's best is the Stars uniform. This one is just a classic. I myself wasn't very familiar with the Resident Evil franchise before it came into Dead by Daylight, but when I saw this uniform I knew straight away it's Resident Evil. This outfit looks great in game and very iconic. Her worst is probably just the default cosmetic, nothing entirely wrong with this one, it's just very basic and not exciting, even though that's kind of what it's meant to be. Leon's private investigator is the best. Like Jill's Stars uniform, this one is so iconic to the Resident Evil series. The outfit, I feel, really is Leon Kennedy. It looks very faithful to Resident Evil 4 and I love it. His worst is probably just the default one. I was never really a fan of this one to begin with. I think it looks really awkward on Leon, like he's gotten a size too small for himself. I don't know, not really a fan. Mikaela Reid's best is a lazy pajamas. It's cool how it changes the hair, as the hair basically looks the same in every Mikaela cosmetic. I don't really like Mikaela's cosmetics to begin with though. If I had to choose though, this would be the best. Her worst is a Moonstone Cartomancer. This one looks awful, the color scheme is so bad and it makes Mikaela look really odd. I'm not a fan of this one, I don't even think I'll keep going on about it, it's terrible, I'll leave it at that. Thank you. Jonah's best is the Workaholic Pajamas. I feel this one kind of represents the whole COVID-19 era in a way, where everybody was working from home and would probably look like this. I really like the whole vibe of it and it shows how overworking Jonah can be. The worst is a History Museum Visitor. This one makes Jonah look like he's about to go have a game of golf at a country club. In fact, I thought it was a golf outfit before I looked at the title and saw that it's supposed to be a museum outfit. Not great, it makes Jonah age like 60 years and it's very boring. Yoichi's best I think is the bloody cosmetics. I feel the whole raincoat vibe is so iconic in horror. I'm mainly talking about it here. The outfit just looks awesome, it really stands out with the yellow Curious George looking outfit and it's really good. His worst is a research trip outfit. I really like this one, but because Yoichi's yet to get more cosmetics, I have to say it's his worst. But I really like it, I just wish he wasn't wearing shorts though, it looks a little bit goofy. Haddie's best is the online interview outfit. Also a little reminiscent of the COVID era. This one looks very solid, the glasses are cool and the color scheme is decent. The worst is the editing outfit. This one isn't horrible, but it's just the worst out of her selection. The yellow shirt looks a bit tacky and it's probably the most underwhelming outfits from her selection. Ada Wong's best is the Undercover Espionage. I really love this one. It kind of reminds me of a Balenciaga outfit in a way. I'm definitely not the only one that sees that. It's really cool. It's mysterious, which very well fits Ada's character as an undercover or double agent. It also looks great in game. Ada's worst is probably the default cosmetic. There's nothing inherently wrong with this one, it's just the most mundane. And again, I have to pick a worst one out of every character, so it's gotta be this one. And we finish off with Rebecca Chambers. I don't really like Rebecca's model in Dead by Daylight to begin with. The face looks really robotic to me. It's like Rebecca took Mark Zuckerberg classes before she came into the realm. But her best is probably the cowgirl outfit. It looks like one that Kate Denson could have definitely had. The hat is cool, overall the outfit looks alright. The worst is a bloody Prestige. That combined with Rebecca's goofy face model just looks ridiculous. It looks like she's just spilled tomato sauce all over herself and she's trying to stay calm. It's unintentionally funny, I don't like it. And that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you want to see next. Do you want to see the killer cosmetics? Comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day or night.